Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy, and in my channel I talk about plants and my life and journey with my plants. I cannot tell you guys how excited I am to be filming on a Tuesday morning. That's kind of my old regular routine. I will film on Tuesday and then upload on Wednesdays, and I finally feel like I have enough energy to do that this week, and I'm just super happy to be back in my groove a little bit. And not to mention, today I'm making my favorite video of all time, my top 10 favorite Hoya video. So this will be the top 10 favorite Hoya of the month of May. I feel like this year has been going by so quickly, and also because I feel like it took so long for spring to come that it just kind of feels like we're already into May and spring has just started. It just feels weird, you know. Anyways, but I'm really excited to show you guys these plants today. I hope you really enjoyed them like I do. I brought all of them here except for one. I actually showed that one in my previous video, but it's really just grown kind of really into the grow tent that I didn't want to take the whole thing out. Plus there's lots of new leaves. I didn't want to risk damaging them, so we'll just go in and check it out in the grow tent. And then also I'm using this guy as my microphone holder. Anyways, so let's just get started and look at the new plants. The first one I want to show you, I grabbed both of the plants here. I've been really enjoying it because of the way it's sun stressing, and they're just the leaves are kind of dainty, they're really cute. And I'll just show you the plants here. This is not focusing. Why is it not focusing? There you go. This is the Myrillii long leaf. For those of you, and I have two plants here, when I imported them, they were a bigger plant, so I decided to just have two plants. So I might end up eventually parting with one, but I'm not sure. I really like them, and because they're sitting in just slightly different locations in the grow tent. This one is just a little bit pinker, and I really like that. It's just kind of slightly blushing, and this one is much more deeper red, which is really, really beautiful too. Yeah, I just think they're super gorgeous, and the leaf shape looks really different from the Myrillii, which Myrillii is one of my all-time favorite Hoyas. Maybe when we go in the grow tent, I'll show you guys, or maybe I'll just grab a footage so then we can just see it right now. So for a comparison, but the shapes are really different, but they all sun stress really gorgeously, and I'm just really enjoying having these guys in the grow tent right now. It just adds a really beautiful pop of color in there. Yeah, super cute. There you go. All right, the next one I want to show you guys is one that not too long ago, you guys. Oh, I totally forgot to show you guys this too. I didn't even notice these guys, but they have some whoops, careful Amy, some new leaves hidden in the I hang them on the grid in the grow tent, and they're hidden kind of behind, but it's so lovely to see. I hope I don't knock them off. So the next plant I want to show you is a plant that not too long ago I chopped off all the roots and I rerooted them in sphagnum moss because they had root mealybugs, and they rerooted, and now they're just still really beautiful. And when I did that, I kind of actually also chopped the plant into two, and now I think soon I'm gonna be planting both together because I love this plant so much. Even though I have two, I don't think I'm going to part with them. Although, unless I'm tempted by a really, really amazing tray, then I would do that. But otherwise, I'm gonna keep these two plants together. And this is the Hoya Daikii. I just look at the way this blushes. They have gone through so many different shades of blushing in the grow tent as I move them to different spots, and they're all really gorgeous. And I'm kind of actually, one of the things I want to experience is a darker green version of this plant. So maybe I won't plant them together. I'll keep one in a darker spot and then keep one in a brighter spot so they still have the blush. But like, I can't get over this plan. This was on my list last month, but it's on my list yet again this month, because I just love it so much. And also, not to mention, like, it just got rerooted, and look at that beautiful new leaf it's working on. I love this plant so much. Before taking care of this plant, like, I have failed taking care of the Deikii maybe twice, and then I switched it into sphagnum moss, and then it started doing better. But after that, I also have tried other medium, and it was doing well as well. But when I rerooted this plant, I went with like what I knew would be safe for them, which is, you know, sphagnum moss. They seem to just really, I don't know, like sphagnum moss. Ooh, look at this. Also, I'm just like so careless with this, but on the top here, this strand is trying to put out a new leaf too. You can barely see it, so it's so tiny. Anyways, yeah, so this is one of my favorites, and it's so amazing. I love them. I'm sorry, I don't know if you could hear, I'm still really like nasally when I talk. Yeah, this congestion is like taking so long to go away. I wonder if it's like cold and then it's just like allergy season. I'm not sure, but I'm feeling much better, so yeah. Anyway, so the next plant I want to show you is there's a plant that I got from, I always forget her last name, from Alice, but her Instagram account tag, she has a like a Hoya shop now. So if you check out her Instagram, you can find her shop. She is Mrs. Kozami plant, like this. Can you guys even see? No, you can. Kozami plant, Mrs. Kozami plants. Anyway, so this is I got this plant from her. Oops, Wolfie's looking for me. Hold on. What was I saying? Oh, so I got this plant from Alice, and it's put out its very first new leaf, and I just think it's really gorgeous. I've been really enjoying looking at this plant, so I want to show you guys. It's like, it's got 3 leaves, so it's not like, it's nothing like that will blow your mind. So this is the, let's just go. This is the plant that I got from her, this cutting, this 2-leaf cutting. And I really love the venation. It's really, and it's like long leaf, it's really handsome. And then in the grow tent, it's put out, this is the first new leaf that I've gotten, and I just really love it. I love the color. This is not quite like glossy green. It's just got some texture, and you can just like see the shiny venation. And then I love that it's got just this like side of like a blotch of splash. I just think that it's really beautiful. Yeah, this is like one of the reasons why I love plants so much. It's like every leaf is capable of being like a painting. They could be from the same plant, but they could look so different, and like even different environments can make them produce like different shapes of leaves and different ways that it's succulent. Yeah, and you just get surprised by them with every incoming leaf, and that's such a, it's just a gift that keeps on giving. But yeah, look at this guy, so beautiful. Okay, so I think I'm so chatty today because I haven't like been able to really talk to you guys for so long. So the next one, actually, maybe I will just let's look at the case in point. Like I was talking about how in different environments the leaves can look quite different. Oh, sorry. And I just want to showcase that by showing you guys this plant. So this guy, when I first got it, it was sold to me as lacunosa, like super silver, and it was like the leaves were all like this one, really like kind of heart shape and very thick and succulent. And it was not like kind of like also this one, thick and succulent. It wasn't growing for a really long time, and I changed like many different environments, and now it kind of sits in my grow tent, and it's getting hotter and hotter, and they they're getting like medium bright light all the time. And the new leaves that it has grown out just looks completely different from what it used to be. It looks a lot more like my La Canosa, the mint coin that I got, also from Alice. It's come on, like much thinner leaf and very like the leaves are more elongated, and it's got just also like really still like the very beautiful splashing in the silver. And look at this one. It just looks completely different from the original plant that I got. And then look how big this leaf is. It just looks kind of like completely two different plants. Like compare this leaf to the previous leaves on this strand. They just look so different, and also like these two new leaves that grew out from in the grow tent, compare it with like the first in the strand. So different. So that just kind of goes to illustrate different types of growing environment can really change the way a plant expresses itself. And again, another thing that's like super fascinating, and I feel really lucky to be able to like observe these phenomena. Yeah, beautiful. All right, the next plant I want to show you guys is the Latifolia particle. So this plant was on my wish list, and I waited for a really long time to find it. But then after I got it, it was like a new import and took a really long time. Nothing was happening, but lately it's going through a little bit of a growth spurt. So when I first got this plant, I had like these three leaves, and they were really gorgeous, but they were just that. They were just like a plastic plant, I think, for almost a year. And recently it's put out this vine, and every single leaf that it's put out has been so stunning. And now it has two more that it's working on. This leaf, actually, I'm contemplating to like maybe put it under like more intense light, but then it's growing new leaves, so I probably won't do that. But I really like the way that it could actually have like some blushing and pink on the leaves. So maybe once it's stopped growing, then I will put it under brighter light to get a little bit more pink out of this plant. But yeah, I think it's so beautiful. I love that like yellow color in the middle and the striking dark glossy like rim on the sides of this plant. And just like, you know, how this color like dark and then fades into a lighter green. So gorgeous. Yeah, and I'm really happy to know that this plant is no longer like really hard to find. I think it's much less expensive and much easier to find. All right, so the next plant I want to showcase is my good old original wish list Hoya plant, Hoya Mathilde. I know like it's not super big, like people are used to seeing maybe like giant Mathildes, and it could grow really well and wild for some people, but I had a really hard time with this guy. I was not able to get the lighting right, and it was not growing. It was getting too much light, so it was kind of yellowing. It was not pretty, but I feel like I finally found the right spot in the grow tent for it, and it's just been growing really happily. And I'm just really like in love with these dark glossy leaves. Aren't they so pretty? And then to see like, you look into a plant to see like multiple little new leaves, like a set over here, and then there's a little bit like over here. It's just such a joy to see like a plant being happy, you know, like there's a set of new leaves over here. And I actually have like multiple Matildes in like multiple different areas, and because I just want to try to figure out where it would be the happiest. And right now in the grow tent, and like not right underneath the light, but like more pulled away, is where it's like being really happy. And now that things are getting hotter, I think it's really responding to the warmth and the heat. But yeah, I'm just so in love. A good old splashy, beautiful, glossy Matilda. Yeah, I didn't mean splashy, but I mean glossy. The splashy one is doing pretty well too, but it's just not like this silly happy as this one. So I just pulled this one to show you guys. Yeah, okay. The next one that I'm going to show you has been on this channel and this list multiple times, and it's yet again made the list, and for a different reason. And the plant that I want to show you is my beautiful sigillate, Hoya sigillatus. This plant doesn't grow really fast for me, but right now it's kind of going through something. It's like got multiple like new leaves growing. I also think it's responding to the heat. Like it's getting hotter in the grow tent, and all of a sudden it's just like putting out multiple new leaves. But like without, like there are so many different, I feel like maybe hybrids or different types of sigillatus now. But I think this is like still my very favorite one. The splashing is so gorgeous. But anyways, I digress. The reason why I want to showcase this one is because for some unknown reason, it's decided to put out these two super large leaves, and I'm just really in love with these particular, like these two leaves. I don't know, like I'm used to the sigillatus. Hold on, let me see if I could put two like side by side. So I'm used to seeing like the size of sigillatus on the right hand side, which is like much smaller. But then to have like these giant leaves come out of this plant, it's just really a treat. I am really loving it, and I'm just like thinking, how did I get these two big leaves, and how can I make them grow more? Really, so Olive is taking a shower back there. Olive! Are you taking a shower? Are you washing yourself? Hey, are you taking a shower? Alright. So yeah, this is Hoya sigillatus. And these are the two new leaves that the reason why it's made the list yet again. They're just ginormous and so splashy and so beautiful. There it is. Okay, we have two more that I pulled over here, and then we can go into the grow tent. Okay, so the next one I want to show you, I actually just took a cutting of this and did a tray with Charmaine. She was so sweet, Charmaine, on Planned Parenthood. I posted like an Instagram story saying that I really want to get like a Anthurium King of Spades, and then she just messaged me and said that she has a prop and she's happy to like give it to me. And it's so special to me because Charmaine is so endearing to me. You guys know, like she's just such an amazing person, and she's in my local community, so I just feel like really close to her, even though we've only like talked a little bit on Instagram. So to have a plant of hers just means a lot to me. So then I offered to give her some of my Hoyas, and she said that normally she wouldn't need me to give her anything. She just wants to give me the propagation, but she would also like to have a plant of mine. So we were able to like make that tray, and then we now have each other's like plant babies in each other's home, and that's just really special. So this is like the mother plant, the plant, one of the plants that I cut to like give tray with her. And then it's the Hoya, I'm not gonna be able to say the name right, Crapicidiolata. When I first bought this plant, sorry, one of the Hoyas almost fell. When I first bought this plant, it was just this size. and it stayed the size for a really long time. I couldn't get it to grow, and it was so like miserable for me. So then when it finally started growing, I was so happy. And I think it's also like the heat, like it's responding to the heat. So now it's like a much bigger plant, and I'm so happy about this. I think it's so beautiful. The splashing is so gorgeous. I have the one that's non-splashy, which like was, I think it made the list last month maybe, which I also really, really love. But yeah, this is just definitely like a Hoya to have and to like watch grow. It's so gorgeous. Beauty. So the next Hoya is also a splashy Hoya, and this Hoya, another like similar story. It's a tray I did with my friend Jing, and I think it's so funny because I think I traded with her my Clemenciorum, which I also gave a cutting to Charmaine, and then I got this plant from her. And when I first got it from her, it was 2 leaves, and also it's just like was not growing, and recently it started to put out new growth, and it's just super gorgeous. So the 2 leaves that I got was like these 2 leaves from her, and now it's put out quite a few. So pretty. So this is like she told me it's a verticillata, no ID, but then somebody on my YouTube channel gave me an ID, but I didn't remember what it is. If you guys remember, let me know again. And I didn't go to double check if it's right, so I have continued to call this verticillata, no ID. Yeah. It's kind of funny because look, it also has these 2 leaves that's this shape, much like smaller and rounder than the more like elongated leaves from the rest of the plant. So I don't know, maybe should I cut this and try to grow this out and see if what it will do? Maybe, right? Because it's kind of like so far away from the other plants anyways. Maybe I'll cut it and then like plant it right back into the pot. But this is so pretty. There you go. Okay, so like I think that's the 9 plants that I have pulled here to show you guys. And then like the last plant I want to show you guys in the grow tent. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna walk into the grow tent. So this is my Mars Hydro grow tent where I keep most of my Hoyas. The temperature in the grow tent right now is about between 25 degrees to like 30 degrees Celsius at the moment, and I find that this temperature like setting, Hoyas really, really love it. And also the humidity always stays above 80%. So I keep most of my Hoyas here, and then like some philodendrons and some anthuriums, especially when I'm acclimating them. Anyway, so the last Hoya on this list is none other than my Hoya Tequila Sunrise. If you guys can remember, it used to be a lot more sun stress, but now it's not so close to the light, which is okay. I did that deliberately to like help it grow. Sometimes when it's got too much light, I find that they're not growing as well. Okay, so this is the plant that I got from Hoya, etc. And so like it has this really long vine. If you could follow it, this is the vine. And behind this Hoya, let's see. It's got this new leaf that it's working on, and next to it, this big new leaf. And then just a little bit higher, again, we have a smaller new leaf here and a really big, nice leaf on here. I wonder if it's because like with this pair, this guy just gets more nutrients. I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, how come sometimes you get a pair of leaves, one drop, the other stays, and then, or like one is really big, one is really small. And anyways, and then on top we have another one, still super tender and growing. And then if we keep following the vine, there's a tiny bit small leaf over here that it's growing. And then hidden behind in between all the Discidia leaves, we have another new leaf, which I'm right here. It's so pretty, and the vine just kind of keeps going all the way up, like past the grow light. But yeah, this is the plant that I'm really happy about. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed these Hoyas in this video. I'm so happy to be able to make a video on Tuesday, and hopefully I can keep this up and like make another video on Saturday. I really enjoy like my routines with making 2 videos a week and then like touching base with you guys throughout the week. But it has gotten a little bit harder for me because Wolfie is now a bigger boy, right? And we have more like extracurricular activities. He's got music class, gymnastics twice a week, and then he's got soccer. And then also we have our like multiple like play dates throughout the week. So I have just been like a much busier mama with Wolfie, which I really love. But then it takes time away from like this kind of my personal like pursuit. So yeah, so I think maybe, I don't know, I think maybe I'll become like a 1 video a week YouTuber. But I just love having this platform and being able to connect with you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.